Are we going now? We're on? Okay, yeah, we have our cameraman.
Sorry, we're having some fucking technical difficulties.
Our cameraman Lance here, he's got some issues.
The cameraman / communications officer.
Sometimes the clicking of the buttons is just... by the way, it's a smartphone. All right, so we went to the Salina Comic-Con today. It is, what is today, July 7th?
July 7th, yeah, this is the second year, guys. Year 2. And it was a lot better.
And for people out there, it's like, oh, I can't go to those and like get things, everything's always overpriced. My find of the day was this guy right here. And if anyone knows anything about comic books, that's, a good one to find. I got that for $10. And, I'm not a person to grade, but I mean, it's going to grade at a 9.5 or higher. It's a really, really good one. The corners are straight. Everything's straight on it. No creases. And, so if you don't go, you can't find anything.
It's definitely a solid 9 up.
Yeah, solid 9 up. And if you don't go, you can't find anything. Yeah. So that was my find.
$10. That's great.
$10.
Yeah.
Trust me, the guy didn't know what he had because it was in the bargain bin. And I was like, yeah, I want that. He said 20. I said 10. It was gone. So
yeah.
But yeah, so let's see here. I love Thor. So this is part of the series that I like. And, it's a graphic novel. It's pretty interesting. Let's see here. And then Big John helped me out on these to make sure I got these. Because everyone knows the Venom movie's coming up. So I got that one. It's not really a key issue or anything like that. I really like the art. The art on this bulges out. It's embossed.
Vern's kind of going for the, Venom. He's just getting into Venom and Carnage kind of thing.
And I'm more, like I said, I'm more of the cover art. I like the art. Like he likes Todd McFarlane stuff. I like the way they're appearing. Most of the comic books I have are not valuable, but I like the way they look. And which one is this one, John?
It's just a Spider-Man Unlimited one. Carnage was very hot back then. This is the Maximum Carnage block here.
Yeah, and it kind of went along with these two or this one here.
Yeah.
And
it's a second. Is it second Carnage?
Yeah, yep. It's a second Carnage. And
this was like $5.
I missed someone.
No.
Didn't I buy the green one today? Mm-mm. Okay, no, I was trying to buy the green one, but they wanted too much money.
Yeah,
that's what it was. So this is the second one, and I'm trying to get the 361 because it's a 2-part series. And this actually another find of the day. Like John almost bought all of them from this guy to take down.
Yeah, they were pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Take down another guy because one guy had him for $5. I had him for $25. This guy had it for $7. I got it for $5. I don't know what you got yours for.
I got mine years ago. Newsstand price, whatever it is.
Yeah, so he already got it.
I got one for $3, I guess, back in the day. So, but I already had it. I really just didn't need it.
And is this a Todd McFarlane one?
No.
No, this isn't. Okay. No. Right, we saw that one. And like I said, okay, some people are gonna think I'm a little crazy on this. When I go to the DAV and Goodwill and stuff like that, I if I see books and stuff I like, I get them. And sometimes it's hard to find stuff that has swastikas on it. I'm not a Nazi by no means, but it's part of our history, and it's funny how you see stuff like. I don't believe they actually showed the swastika in the Avengers, did they?
No,
no, they didn't. So this is the Red Skull, right?
Yeah.
This is the Red Skull, and this issue actually shows, if you look here, the swastika, which is removed from current issues.
Actually,
like that.
That's kind of a good find in a way though, because by this time, this is 80s. Mm-hmm. Red Skull didn't appear with a swastika. He just had that sort of green outfit, and that was it. Yeah. So it's very odd that they even put a swastika on his chest there. Because really there wasn't nothing of that stuff since like the 50s, maybe.
Mm-hmm. There's like the key issue of Captain America that he's punching Hitler out.
Yeah.
So
and I love those comics. They have great art. They're great.
If I ever per se come across one of those, that just kind of tie it all together, and then it's it's not, because I love Nazis. No, it's
history.
It's history, and it's going to go together. And if you notice, they delete a lot of stuff from our history. So I mean, the Red Skull was not represented.
Yeah, they
hint it. Yeah, but they never actually.
Yeah. They made it more kid friendly as years went by. But back in the day, Captain America is punching Nazis in the face, and that was the deal.
And this is 1983. Yeah. So that's pretty late for them to still represent a swastika.
But what's really kind of funny though, here's the opposite of that. Here's this next issue, Hellstorm. They got Hell pentagram right on it. Mm-hmm. This is 1990s.
Yep.
So, Nazis are bad, but the devil is still okay, kids.
Yeah.
This was just in a dollar bin.
Yeah.
It's not very valuable. I mean,
it's got cool art though.
It was more cool. The art, and I like the color is 1992, I do believe.
Yeah.
This one is, and it's pretty cool art. Maybe a $5 comic, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Once again, here's one that's not very valuable, but it kind of ties along with the black suit.
Spider-Man annual? Okay, annual.
Yep, and it's Iron Man and Spider-Man, fighting. Everyone gets this image nowadays of like, oh, all the superheroes are friends, and they're all no, that's not how it is.
Yeah, back in the day, they used to kick some ass.
Yeah, they used to fight each other and whatnot. So that's that one. Nothing very valuable. And then once again, it's another Iron Man fighting one, and I think it's cool. I have Batman versus Man-Bat, so I just.
Oh, the light's a little bit in it. Was it Werewolf? Oh, okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep, that's Werewolf by Night, and I have Batman versus Man-Bat, and just the art. I kind of like that. And, Batman versus Man-Bat is the first appearance of Harvey Bullock, but no one really pays attention to that. So
I don't know if it's Detective 400 or Batman 400. That's the first Man-Bat. I'm always looking for that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So those were my finds.
All right, here's my finds. If you want to pass me the Jason. So we got this. I walk right in there. First thing I end up seeing is this guy here. It's $10.
This is a great company that makes these. These are.
Oh yeah, it's a.
These are high quality.
Is this a NECA? Yeah.
NECA. It's a NECA. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean it's saying like move different hands, weapons, head. This mask comes off. Pamela Voorhees, and retailed $25. This has only cost me $10. So I got this. That was fantastic.
And that's retail. I mean those
are
hard to find. So I mean you're not gonna.
So I got that. Did I put it over here? Maybe. Oh, yep. So it looks like someone made. It's got a little crack here, but someone made this Jason mask here. It's done pretty well. It was like $5,
Put that up on the wall.
Yeah. I collect muscle figures from the 80s. Just like all these little wrestlers and stuff. I mean, really cool. There's like, I think, 130 some, 160. I don't know, but I got this whole bag and these two packages of them. So that was my toy finds. Here's this comic. It's pretty beat, but first Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, one of the versions of Guardians of the Galaxy, so we'll just say that. So, key issue. Then we got the graphic novel. It is the Spider-Man Venom saga where they were fighting. So, around Amazing Spider-Man 298 through, 328 or 9, somewhere in there. Anyway, this all happened in that thing. So, all Todd McFarlane art, all beautiful stuff.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's just really, really good stuff. Got that cheap, $5. Again, good value. This was 10. Granted it is beat, but first Guardians of the Galaxy, you can't
beat that.
You can't beat that, like Vern was saying.
Here, let me see that Friday the 13th.
Oh, NECA? Oh, yeah. Here you go.
This is a guy that me and John follow on Instagram, And if you guys are into horror stuff, he does amazing photography, and he uses NECA toys and other stuff like that to make, look like lifelike images with toys. So here is, it's Hack'em Figures, and that's one of his images that he does. And let me go back to his main. It's Jesse Dethrone is his name. So if you want to check anything cool out, he does stuff like this and makes realism photos out of toys. And this is kind of stuff you need for something like that. And so check him out. I really like his stuff. I follow him.
So back to the comic finds. So Hulk, Todd McFarlane run, except for 145, which I've already got at home. Says $6 each, but I got this this run, and let me see, where's it at? This run, nice Dead Man and the Phantom Stranger. Love that supernatural stuff. I got those. A Tomb of Dracula book, and The Wedding of Dracula, again, Tomb of Dracula, and that was all like $25, I think. So that's great buy.
Let me see this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold this up for John.
Yeah.
And before I even show you this, I love how everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so happy they started bringing Marvel movies out and characters and whatnot." So I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna let John explain why people. I'm not a giant comic aficionado, but I do know stuff. So this right here cracks me up when people don't understand this.
Yeah, okay. So everybody's been saying Black Panther. We're so glad that there's a black superhero out there, right?
Yeah.
We've got Blade. Blade's been around for 10, 15 years. But
I think it might be 20 years now.
Well, before
movie,
Black Panther's movie came out.
Yeah.
Because it came out, about 20 years, you're probably right. So everybody forgets about Blade, man. Blade is awesome. And look, Blade, when you see him in the movies now, way different. I mean, just look at this. Yeah. We're talking afro, bell bottoms, leather jacket. I love this Blade. This Blade is awesome.
I mean, look at those glasses. I mean, he's got wooden spikes.
Yeah, his sword's wood, actually, too.
His sword's wood.
Yeah. Tomb of Dracula, number 10, first appearance, but I needed this. Again, Tomb of Dracula. I love Tomb of Dracula.
And if you guys like Blade, you can go down to Best Buy right now. They're having a sale. And for all of the Blade movies, all $11 on Blu-ray.
Yeah. And a little side note, Wesley Snipes, I think that's his only movie he's done a sequel in.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
pretty sure.
Oh,
pretty
wow.
sure, yeah.
I'm pretty sure because he said he refused to do a sequel, but he loved the movie so much.
Another little side note. Back in the day, Wesley Snipes was actually trying to do a Black Panther movie. Mm-hmm. Never got picked up, but ended up doing Blade. Yeah. So this is a great find for me. Amazing. I've been hunting for this book forever. It's cool. Again, here's another Tomb of Dracula. Love Tomb of Dracula. Again, Luke Cage. Man, I love me some Luke Cage. We got a couple of these. These two are 2 for $6, or 2 for $5, sorry. Not the best shape, good readers, fun stuff. This was $2, Forever People, Dark Side. I'm going to save this book for last. This is just an old horror book. Cool stuff. First Cyborg series, love it. Swamp Thing, great Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I found this one when I was digging through stuff. The guy was super nice because obviously the quality is not there. Mm-mm. But it is a good depiction of Swamp Thing, and the mirror monster. I mean, that's just funny.
Yeah. Swamp Thing's kind of a weird little guy back in the day. Mm-hmm. But still got it for a quarter or whatever. Guy was really funny though. He was busy saying whatever it's marked or cover price. And I think he forgot that there was old comics in there.
Yeah, and there's no mark on this one, and the cover price is 25 cents.
Yeah, so he was like, oh, I'll do whatever,
That's a win-win.
Yeah. Here's another one from that same thing. This is a whole 30 cents, but, we just kind of gave him the 50 cents, because, and last but not least, This is the only EC comic book from the comic show. The only one they had there. I looked through everything. Just a little story. EC's the comic company that there was the seduction of the innocent, where they believed comic books were bad and making kids, do bad things, murders, all sorts of stuff. And they ended up blaming it on this comic company. So there was large comic book burnings.
So, and for him to explain that, you see that logo right there? Okay, now, and then you look at his.
This is the comics code.
This is the comics code.
This was created because of this company. If you notice, there is no comics code.
Yeah.
This is like a 1950s comic book. And most people don't realize, like Action Comics #1, Batman #1, there was tons of those books out there. Tons of them. The problem is they were burned because of this. Like, that's why. Because they just threw them all in there. And that's why books after this 1950s fiasco, you see a lot more. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man #1 might be rare, but there are thousands upon thousands of Amazing Spider-Man #1. So that's why. But anyway, this is our great finds here. I know I spent a few $100s on my stuff here, but I mean, I bought a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was only in deep about, I think I spent about $50 on my stuff, and I came away with probably, this is the one I've been looking for, and I'm looking for a couple other ones that fit in this whole series of the black suit, and it's a good example of thinking that, oh, I'm going to go to a Comic-Con and everything's going to be expensive and overpriced. There's still gems out there, and don't disregard it just because oh, it's going to be a comic book fair, and they're going to, overprice everything. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I saw a Spider-Man 300 ungraded
and Ripley.
And it's Ripley and $400. And I was like, can you go down? He's like, oh, I can go down. I'm like, well, how much down? He wouldn't say. So, do your research, have a good friend that knows prices and stuff like that, and just don't be stupid.
But also get what you like.
Yeah. Like I said, I like art.
Yeah.
I have very few things that are actually valuable and things that people want. Like right now, I'm trying to start a collection with the Glow in the Dark series. So I'm going to make a giant,
Yeah. Vern wants all glow in the dark comic books.
Yep. So I'm going to make a big one for the wall. Have a big, framed section for the wall, and I just think it'd be hilarious, and light it up and turn the lights on. Okay, there's my comic. I mean, total worth of comic books I'm probably going to have on that thing is not going to be over $40 for everyone, for like total.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go to your local Comic-Con, support stuff, and just remember there's still gyms out there, but don't be stupid.
Yep, and get what you like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I suggest too. Get what you like.
We were there for 3 or 4 hours, and this one here, this one here, I found multiple times for $30 down to $15. John found this one. And it's got a little deviation in the corner here. It's obviously not going to be graded high. It's got a little bit right here, but it's something to have. And we picked it up for $5. Yeah. So we went from $30 to $5.
It's a big difference too, though, if you are getting for investment or if you just like it,
And this is just stupid. Like, this guy had probably 10 of these, marked at 7. We were going to pay $5 for them. He knew we were going to pay $5 for them. Everyone knew. And you go 2 rows down, another booth, and they're all marked at 30.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Like, John almost bought all of them to take them down to the guy to trade.
I was nice though, and I told the guy, I was like, dude, you're gonna sell these out if you just put them on this wall where everybody could see them, because the guy was, he had tons of comics, but comics just didn't seem like it was his bag of cats.
No, he had video game stuff. I mean, we probably could have found more because his comic collection was not even alphabetized, organized.
No.
I mean, I went through it twice, and every time I found something that I was taking away.
And there was a lot of stuff I skipped too. I wish I could have spent more time, but he had so much, and there was no rhyme or reason. Part of me wants to go back again tomorrow almost to look again. Also, the creator of The Crow did not show up today. So that was one of the main reasons I was going. I was hoping to get a sketch. I was very disappointed that he wasn't there because I've been wanting to sketch forever, but that didn't happen.
And I mean, I guess my my conclusion in all this is don't think things are just going to fall in your lap. I've been looking for the glow in the dark comic books for probably 3 years.
Yeah.
I had this idea, and yeah, I could probably have them by now, but I could go on eBay and do all that stuff. But I like touching them, seeing them. I've had issues with buying stuff like that when the photo looks great and then there's a giant crease. There's there's nothing against people selling that. There's honest people out there, but I'm willing to pay someone more if it's right in front of me.
Sure. Yeah. Same here.
So, and plus, you're not going to get your Comic-Cons bigger. You're not going to get any of these events bigger if people don't come.
That's true.
And start spending money.
Yeah, support local. And I gotta say though, it really was a lot better this year. Last year, I talked to Clint and was like, there really needs to be a lot more comics. There wasn't much comics in the Comic-Con. He's like, took your advice, got a lot more vendors, and he did. He went through with it great. There was tons more comics there.
Yeah, last year, man,
I did a lap, and we hung out a little bit, but I was pretty much done.
There's a thing when it's called Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But he did great this year. I hope next year it's bigger. I hope there's even more comics next year. And some more celebrities that actually come. Which is down for me because I'm actually a big James O'Barr fan. Love the Crow, and he wasn't there. So I was like, oh, man. So, I don't know. I guess to be continued on that one. But
Yep. I think we're going to sign off. I'm Vern.
Yep. John here. And
Lance.
Lance the cameraman today.
Lance the cameraman, English specialist.
Yes. And if you found any of the Glow comic books, let us know down below.
Or
I made a joke!
Oh, yeah. or any cool comics or anything you want to sell or anything you would like to see us do a video on.
Yeah. Hold on. Click the link, subscribe, and check out our page.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Just a couple guys, 3 guys, having fun.
That's right. Bye.